everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna talk about basic things to know about job market in Canada and some tips and tricks from my own experience. First is to always have CV for different industries you have worked for and you're applying for. If you are applying for both sales and technical jobs, have two different CVs, your responsibilities and your experience in working on those industry in detail. Number two is to always make sure your availability on top of your CV. This is something I've seen a lot of students miss when providing their CVs or resumes for their jobs and lose a lot of good opportunities. Just same as availability, always mention your phone number on your CV so that it's easier for the person to contact you instead of going through emails, because it could lead to a typo mistake. If you're not comfortable in giving out your personal phone number, you can always get a prepaid number with the cheapest plan and use that number for your CVs. Another thing to keep in mind as a student is to apply at every shop that you can see. Go and hand them over your CV even if they are not accepting or looking for any more candidates. Insist on giving your CV and asking them to call you when eventually looking for a candidate. This will give you chances of having better opportunities and experiences in the future even when you're not looking. According to me, Indeed is a better option for looking for part-time jobs than LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great source for full-time jobs, but you get a very few responses when it comes to part-time jobs. Indeed is full of part-time jobs based on your location, area, availability and your immigration status base. Another tip is to go directly to the websites of company like Tim Hortons, McDonald's, Starbucks or any other company. Go to their career section and look at all the job openings they have currently right now. You can either directly apply for that job to their website, or you can actually go to the locations of those companies and offer your CV, because these websites are actually more up to date with their hiring process. Another point is to ask your friends for their references at their jobs. This increases credibility and a higher chances of you getting the jobs. If you don't have any friend working for certain companies, you can always go and ask their employees by being polite if they can give you a reference. This actually benefits both you and their employee if a company usually have a reference credit. Another and most important thing to keep in mind is to always hand your resume to the manager of the location or the franchisee you are applying for. Never hand it over to just the employees, because they usually toss it off in the bins. An important point to keep in mind when applying for jobs like waitressing and security is that you actually need licenses to apply for those jobs and to eventually have that job. Always do your research and apply for different licenses, see how you can get those. For example, for security and stuff, you actually have to go through certain agencies, give you the necessary training that you need, and usually cost around $300 to $400 and not more than that. For licenses like bartending and waitressing, you actually have to give a test online and you get your license over there. For today, and the most controversial one, is to actually do cash jobs to have extra money. Even though it is illegal to do cash jobs, students and newcomers do it because the living expense in Canada, especially in metropolitan cities like Toronto and Vancouver, is very high, and as a student you're only allowed 20 hours. With that, we have come to end of today's video. I hope you found it useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Comment down below if you have any questions regarding life in Canada or the entire process in Canada. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.